Well, here we are again. A two-part video really this week. The first section deals with the title, if you haven't already worked it out from the thumbnail. We're talking about manual focus lenses. And what I thought I would do is to set you a little teaser, maybe for those of you that aren't too familiar with manual focus lenses. What I'm going to do is to show you images of 12 manual focus lenses in total, and I'm going to split them into two groups of 6. Okay, what I'd like you to do is to try and work out what on earth I'm talking about, to be honest with you, let's see if you come up with the right answer. If you have to rewind the video, then that's perfectly fine. It's no big deal. But we'll start off with a selection of six manual focus lenses, which all have one thing in common. So the first one is a Canon FD mount lens. The second is a Hanimex 28mm in Olympus fitting. Then we have a Minolta Rockor in, of course, Minolta's own mount. We have a Vivitar 28mm wide angle. We have a Tamron 35-80 zoom, which is an Adaptor mount lens. And finally, we have a TT Artisans 25mm current manual focus lens. So to help you along, I've put an image on screen now showing you all 6 lenses together, and then also the same 6 lenses but with the names on them. Okay, so you've got a reference point. Now the second batch of 6, and we're starting off with a 7 Artisans lens. Again, that is a current, up-to-date, modern manual focus lens, again from another Chinese manufacturer. It's 25mm, by the way. Then we have a lens that I own myself at the moment, the Bright Instar 12mm, which is in micro four thirds. We have a Fujinon 50mm, or 55mm actually, to fit their old bayonet lenses. We have the Laowa 7mm current wide angle. We have a Nikon autofocusing 50mm, and we have a Super Takuma for the Pentax Praktica M42 threaded lenses. And once again, here is an image of all 6 lenses topped off with the same, but with the manufacturer's names added to them. So 2 groups of 6 lenses. What is the link between those 2 groups? As I say, feel free to rewind the video. It's not that difficult. It's dead easy once I point it out to you. The fact is that the focusing ring mechanism on the first 6 is opposite to the second 6. Now you're probably saying, okay, why should that matter to me? Well, I'll be perfectly honest with you, it's nothing like as important in 2022 as it was in the days of film cameras before autofocusing. But given the huge resurgence of interest in legacy lenses and, modern manual focus lenses, I thought it worth pointing out that if you are somebody a bit like me, who sort of collects a few of these lenses, it's worth bearing in mind that certain manufacturers' lenses turn the opposite way to reach infinity, clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on which way you look at it. Normally, I would suggest that you think about it as the action when you are looking through the camera. And certain manufacturers are well known for being, if you like, the wrong way around. I don't really think there is a wrong way or a right way, but the fact of the matter is that if you have a number of manual focus lenses, it's worth bearing in mind that if you've got ones from different manufacturers, you may just get caught out occasionally by trying to focus on something and you're turning the focusing ring by instinct and you go the wrong way because you've been used to using one manufacturer's lens, let's say for example a Nikon F mount, in which case the focusing ring would go one way. If you then are the lucky owner of a Canon FD mount, the focusing ring goes the opposite way. Not good, really. You can get yourself, tied up in knots if you're not careful. It's just something that I wanted to point out. There's not a lot of people that refer to this on YouTube. A lot of people, there are forums where people talk about it, but I thought it might be worthwhile just to point out that under certain circumstances, you can miss a valuable shot if you've got a selection of different lenses from different manufacturers and you're chopping and changing between them on a fairly regular basis. So there we are. That is part 1 of this stunning video. So to pad it out, and yes, hands up, I do apologise, I'm padding it out, but in a sort of semi-serious way, because I think now it's coming to the end of the summer season here in the UK. I'm already looking forward to the autumn colours in the trees and foliage. And I thought it might be worth pointing out the sort of projects that people might undertake when they've got just a few hours to spare. It's fairly easy to come up with ideas for projects. The one that I've put together for you now, which is only 2 or 3 minutes in length, so don't panic, is on a theme that I personally like, given that I live in an urban environment. That's all I'm going to say until you see the title slide and then a few of the images that I've put together for you. Just a little nothing really, just an idea for people. The images are so-so, I've just put them together because they match this particular theme. Bear that in mind. Anyway, I hope you've got a little bit of information from this week's video. I will say enjoy your photography, look after yourselves, and I will see you hopefully same time next week. Bye bye for now.